Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and today I'm going to show you guys how to easily install Mac OS X Snow Leopard on your PC. Let me first start out by saying you need to have a good enough computer. So I have an Intel i7 2.86 gigahertz processor and 8 gigabytes of RAM. I would say the minimum is an i3 processor along with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Anything after that, you'll be good to go. So you also have to have a CPU that has hardware virtualization. If you don't know if your computer supports hardware virtualization, then you can come to this website and you can download the hardware assisted virtualization detection tool right here and run it. And then what you're going to have to do is enter your BIOS and edit it and enable hardware virtualization. Now, I'm not going to go over that because every computer's BIOS is different. So you guys can figure that out. It's not too hard. You just have to look around through your BIOS. And then once you know your CPU supports hardware virtualization, you can come and download this torrent program. If you already have a torrent program, that's great, but this is the one that I recommend. It's uTorrent. So just click free download, and then once you have uTorrent downloaded and installed, you're going to come over here and you're going to download WinRAR. So you can just pick it from this site right here and download it. And then once you've got that, you're going to download Mac OS X Snow Leopard 10.6.2 for VMware. Now this also includes VMware, but if you already have VMware, you can obviously uncheck it and you won't have to install it. All you do is download it and then open it, and it will open in uTorrent by default or any other torrent program that you have. Now it's saying that I already have it, so I'm just going to cancel out of that, and it is right here. So if you already have VMware installed, then you don't have to install it or even download it. But if you don't like the VMware that comes with it, then you can download VMware Workstation. That's what I use, and that is right here. So I will also have a link to VMware Workstation and the more info as well. Now all you have to do from here is right click on it and go open containing folder. Now it's right here, and what we're concerned about is this Mac OS X Snow Leopard .7z. So you're just going to open that, and it will open in WinRAR. And then what you're going to do is just click on it and drag it to the desktop to extract it. Now I already have it extracted right here. So what you're going to do from there is just go into VMware Workstation and go open existing VM or team. And then what you're going to do is you're going to browse for it. Mine is on the desktop and it's right there, Mac OS X Snow Leopard. You're going to open that, and then you're going to open the first file right here, Mac OS X Snow Leopard.vmx. And then just click open, and then it will automatically give it access to different specifications. But what we're going to do is change it. Now, in order to change it, all you have to do is just double click on it, and it will bring it up. And then I'm going to give it around, I don't know, 4,000 megabytes of RAM. And then processors, I'm going to go 2, and numbers of course I'm going to go 2, and then hit OK. You guys can play around with it and find what works best for you. I'm not going to tell you what works best because every computer is different again, and you can always go back and change it and set a different amount of memory or processors, and you'll be good from there. And you can also change the hard disk whenever you want to. So then what you're going to do from there is just hit play, and it will power it on. And then if it asks you, did I move it or copy it, you just click I copied it and then click OK, and it will just continue to load up. And also don't press anything while it's loading up. So now we're right here with the Apple logo and the spinning turn wheel there. So I will be back when it has finished loading up. So there we go. It didn't actually take that long. It was only a minute after I paused the video. And now we're loaded up, only to find that it is in Russian. So I'm going to help you guys get this thing out of Russian. What we're going to do is we're going to expand it here, and we're going to go full screen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down to settings and just click on settings, and then you're going to go to this little flag right here, and you're just going to double click on that flag. And then what you're going to do, you're just going to come to this first tab. It's automatically selected by default, and then you're going to click this button right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to search for your language, and I am in America, so I'm going to select English and then hit OK. And then if English is below the Russian thing, then you're going to move it up above, so English is by default. And then what you're going to also have to do is select right here and go US English, and then you're going to have to select right here and go US English again. And then what you're going to have to do from there is come over here and where it says Russian in parentheses Russian, and then right here you're going to have to select United States Computer, and then you're going to come over to this tab now and you're just going to simply uncheck everything that is checked. That you can actually check or uncheck. Like some things like this one you cannot uncheck, but you're just going to uncheck everything that can be checked. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to simply exit, and as you can see, some things are in English, but some things aren't. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to restart it, and the best way to do that is to just close out of it and go power off, and then just hit OK. And then you're just going to go open existing VM or team, and it will automatically have that folder by default because we selected it earlier. And you're just going to do the same thing and hit open, and then you're going to hit play, and we're going to power it back on. So I will be back when we are in Mac OS X. Okay, now it's back, and as you can see, everything is in English. I'm going to expand this here and make it full screen, and everything is now in English. I'm going to open up Safari, and because this does bridge it to your actual connection on your PC, you will get internet access instantly, and you will have access to all of your hardware through hardware virtualization, so you will be good to go as far as that goes. And as you can see, I am browsing the internet just fine. I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. So here's my channel, and as you can see, the video is actually playing. That's because it has flash on it, and it will work just fine, and your sound should work as well. So I'm going to turn on my sound here and show you guys that I do have sound. However, it is a little choppy, and unfortunately there's nothing you can do about that, but I'm just going to play it again further, unfortunately, but basically that means that they can send encrypted firmware files to the... So as you can see, it does have volume and it works okay. It's not as good as my PC side, obviously, but it works. So this is the best way to get Mac OS X running on your PC. Now, it is flawless for me because I have such good system specs, but for those of you that don't, you might not want to try this, but I really like it and I think it is awesome. And you can also use it to create custom firmwares with Ponage tool. However, Red Snow does not work, and things like Green Poison and stuff like that will not work for some reason. I don't know why, but I've just tried it and it does not work. Now, for those of you that are getting an error message when you very first turn on your virtual machine, it will say something about USB arbitrary services not enabled, and you will not be able to connect anything to your Mac via USB, and it won't bridge anything. What you're going to do is you're going to open the start menu and type in run, and then open up run and type in services.msc and then hit OK, and then it will load up, and just select the very first thing and then hit V, and you are going to search for VMware USB arbitration services. So it is right here, and all you're going to have to do is right click on it, go to properties, and then where it says startup type, you can either select automatic or automatic delayed start, or manual, which means you turn it on yourself. So I'm just going to select manual, hit apply, and then OK. And then what you would do is you would right click on a USB device and then click connect, disconnect from host, and now it has connected it to my Mac side. And to unconnect it, obviously you just right click, disconnect, connect to host, and now it's connected back to my PC side. So I hope you guys like this video. I was just showing you the simplest way to get Mac OS X Snow Leopard running on your PC with everything working fine and without having to deal with kex or anything like that, and having all of your hardware work perfectly. So I hope you guys like this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is ICU signing out.